Hello, this is Benjamin with ARI, your website company. The purpose of this video will be to teach you how to modify and change aspects of the assets you have on various pages of your responsive website. When we talk about assets, you're probably wondering right off the bat, what the heck is an asset? So, if we jump over to the home page of this site, a good example of an asset will be the text area that we have here on our home page. If we'd like to change the text that is here on the home page, that would be the home page text asset. So now that you understand briefly what the terminology means, we'll jump back to our dashboard. We'll click on Site and Pages. This will get us to a list of the pages you have on the site. Since we want to work with that home page text asset, we'll click on Home, and then immediately up top, it gives us the assets that are contained on that page. Now we'll go ahead and go with the home page content and click on Edit over to the right to see what we can change. Once we get here, there is quite a few things that you can do with this text editor. Here are some of the most that I get asked. For some of the advanced dealers that I speak to, they ask me, hey, I'm pretty good at writing my own HTML code. Could I simply insert objects and other links and things using my own HTML so that I can more easily format the text that's here? Sure. If you go to the far left, you'll see our HTML editor. You can click on there and insert or modify the code that is there. Next thing I get asked is, Ben, what is the easiest way to format text and pictures on this page and have them uniform formatting all the way down the page? Probably the easiest to do would be to use our Table tool. Click on Table, Insert Table, and just for the example today, I'll leave it at its default rows of 2 and vertical columns 3. Insert. Now, if you were doing a simple products page and wanted to talk about the product and possibly list a price, here's the format that I would suggest. Over to the far left, insert your picture of that product into the uppermost left cell that we have here. In the top center cell, you would insert or type in the description of that product you have pictured to the left. And then finally, over to our top right cell, you'll either have the price of the item or price per day of renting that item up here. As an easy example of how to insert pictures, we'll click into the upper left cell. We'll click on our media browser, or for our friends that like it really easy, it's a picture of mountain and moon. Once the media browser comes up, we'll click on Upload, select Files, and we'll go ahead and grab some random files off of my computer. So if you want to simply upload one picture, not a problem. Click on the picture and hit Open. If you'd like to insert multiple at a time, then what you can do is click to highlight the first picture, hold down the Control key on your keyboard, and then click the rest of them that you would like to import all at once. For today, we'll just stick with our basic Domino's logo. Open. Once it says 100% and has a full green status bar, you'll click back to Browse, and then proceed to find that logo. Once you find that logo, you can click on it, and then immediately over to the right, it gives you sizing suggestions. Now the recommended size will automatically be stated directly above, right here. And then they have a few other suggestions. The smallest that you see here will be somewhere between 180 and 200. The smallest size suggestion is typically a thumbnail size. If you don't like any of the suggested sizes, you can click down to custom on the radio button, type in your height, and it'll generate the width for you, keeping the aspect ratio. Or in other words, by generating the width for you, the picture will show up in the size that you want it without it appearing fragmented or pixelated. Now that we've chosen our size, we'll click on Insert Selected. And it drops it into that exact cell that we talked about. In the middle is where I would type in that description. Excellent. And then over in the far right, I would type in, this is the price. Fairly simple. Now, if we want to work with more things to do with pictures, once you have the picture inserted, you can click on the picture itself and click on Edit. The best way to choose the position of the picture other than using an inserted table would be use the position tool down at the bottom. You can select your position, left, center, or right, and there's two major benefits to using this position tool rather than using the text alignment keys that we have up top. Number one, by using the positions tool, the picture will always move to where you want it to be. The second, not so obvious benefit of this is if you have text near the top or the bottom of the picture, it will automatically wrap the text around the opposing side. For clarification, if I had text near the top of the Domino's Pizza logo we see behind, and you moved it to the right, it would wrap the text around the left of the picture conveniently for you. If you wish to change one of these pictures you've inserted into here as a clickable link, that is your link tool directly above. To gather that link is very easy. Click over to your website that's already open. Click to the page you would like to lead those customers to. Once you reach that page you would like to lead those customers to, copy the link address out of the top URL bar, like so. Click back to your editor and paste it in the link field. Now, when we hit save, if we were to save and publish this over to the site, it would become a clickable link rather than just an image. And then the final tool I get asked a lot about is, can I insert YouTube videos on this page? Absolutely. So we'll go to our far right tool, Insert Video, or if you want the easier to remember version, the play button. Once we have the insert video come up, we need that embed code that it's asking for. To do that, we'll open up a brand new tab of our browser, navigate over to YouTube, and for today I'll just grab a random video as an example. So we have a random truck video right here. Once you reach the video that you would like to have there, scroll down beneath the video, click on the Share tab. Then you'll want to click on the Embed option. Once the Embed option pops up, you'll take the text that's underneath the Embed Video text, copy, go back to your editor, and paste that text in there. Now we hit Insert. When we hit Insert, that video pops up exactly where you had your cursor placed before you entered the tool, which is true as both pictures and videos that you insert here. If you simply want to deactivate temporarily one of these assets, if we step back one page, you can see the active right here. This will deactivate all the assets temporarily on that page, meaning that they will still be here in the editor, but you will not see them on your live site. If you wish to deactivate one at a time, then you'll want to go into Site and Assets. Now, one of our assets that we saw there was home page content. If we wanted to deactivate it so people could not see that paragraph for one reason or another, uncheck the box, save, and when you publish, that text region of your home page will go away, and the page will reformat itself to take up that now empty space. This has been working with text assets on your responsive CMS editor. Thank you.